What's up, everybody? I'm going to take some, maybe 5-10 minutes or so just to show you guys, because this is the one thing that I can go over a million times and it has to be super clear in order for you guys to be able to use it. But I want to show you guys how to make an insane amount of money with Beachbody. So I have a 5-step process that is critical. Like, you have to, there's nobody that's successful that hasn't hit every single one of these steps. So if you want to be super successful, you're willing to put in a lot of hard work, and you're being honest and real with yourself on how much work you're going to put in. I promise you, if you stick to these 5 steps and you use them like a checklist, you're going to be as successful as you want. And I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, no problem. Okay. The hard part about this checklist that's going to derail most of you is this is a checklist that takes years, right? We talk about long-term vision all the freaking time, and that's why. Because in order to get to number 5, it's by default going to take you at least a year, okay? The ones who can make a plan for a year or 2 or 3 or however long it takes you to get to step 5, those of you who can make a plan and stick to it and show up every day to do it are all going to get there, guaranteed, without a doubt. And I know this because I've been teaching it for a long time, and everybody who's done this is successful on our team, and they're enjoying the shit out of it, and they're taking their businesses to a higher level now. So here are your 5 steps. Number 1, get results, get results, get results, get results. Always, always first. This business is freaking hard, and I promise you, you will quit if you're in this for money. That's not a bad thing to be in this for money. I'm in this for money. Before we made any money, why did I stick with this? It's because the results were changing my life, and I knew that even if I didn't make a dime, I was going to show up for myself and to get results because the products were changing my life. You need to have that understanding in your head to make it long-term in this business. You can't be slanging stuff. You can't be selling challenge packs, whatever. You need the smile on your face and the twinkle in your eye to be what sells challenge packs, because people look at you in a second and they say, you've changed. What's the change? You can say, well, let me tell you all about it, rather than being like, buy Shakeology, right? So get results 100% of the time. There is no diamond or above coach on our team who has not gotten great results by committing to a program. None. So if that's your problem, if you have not passed through that checkpoint, have no fear. Don't worry about building your Instagram. Don't worry about anything other than getting results. And if you already have people on your team, simultaneously pour into them to make sure they get results too. I cannot understate this. I cannot overstate this. It is the most important thing for making money, is being a walking marketing tool for your company and your business. So get results is number 1. Number 2, sign your spouse up right away on your weak leg. I'm not asking you to do it. I'm freaking telling you to do it. If you haven't done it now, you're behind. Do it now, okay? There's a reason for this. I'm not just trying to get you to sign up one person to be halfway to Emerald. You need them to be a placeholder to start collecting and building volume now. Even if you don't do anything with their business, by the time you will do that, and I'll explain it in the later steps on how you're going to do that, you need there to be volume there already. Okay? You need to start establishing a strong leg for them. So adding them to your weak leg now is important. If you don't know what a weak leg is, ask your coach, because that's a very important thing to make sure that they are on your weak leg. Okay, so that's huge. I'm going to show you this diagram. For those of you, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but you have a strong leg, which is the leg that you signed up on your coach. So if Jamie put you on her right leg, your right leg is going to be your strong, your weak leg is your left. You want to put it opposite, because as you are an active coach, you are going to accumulate volume on your strong leg. That's going to happen, promise you. Not from what you're doing, but from what your coach is doing. And you want to have your spouse opposite of that. So if you don't have a spouse, if you don't have boyfriend's kind of touchy, because if you're going to break up with him, you don't want to give him a ton of money. So if it's a boyfriend that you're not convinced that you're going to marry, I would do it with a sibling, a parent. Get somebody who you love and trust on your weak leg immediately. If you don't do that because for whatever reason, if you don't do that, you're behind and you're setting yourself up to lose hundreds of thousands of dollars. I promise you, because I know that just understanding that sentence, if you're going to miss out on hundreds of thousands of dollars, requires long-term vision, because that takes years and years to do. But I promise you, you're going to thank me once you do that. You're going to say, oh my gosh, we're making thousands and thousands more per week because I signed my husband up on my week leg 2 years ago, and now I'm cashing in on it. I'm going to show you guys how to do that, okay? So that's step 2, sign your spouse up or somebody on your week leg. Step 3, from there, hit SC every single month. SC5, SC10, SC250, whatever you want, but guarantee SC5 every single month. It's critical that you establish a continuous pipeline of challengers coming in, okay? Without that pipeline, you have no business. So by hitting SC5, you guarantee that 3 people are coming into your challenge group, provided they get a great experience with your challenge group and they get some results. They should be coaches because it just makes sense. If not, so be it. Go find 3 more, whatever. But keep that pipeline coming so that your business never goes through a state of attrition, meaning that you're losing more people than you're gaining, right? Because we all know people get disgruntled, people don't focus on the workouts, whatever it is, people quit. Totally fine. You do not want your business in other people's hands. You want to take control of that by having more people that are coming in than are leaving. Because I promise you, every single person that you're able to get results, they're going to stay. That's just how it works, okay? So hit SC every single month. The biggest thing that we have going for us, every dime that we've made is based on the fact that Jamie has hit SC5 or higher, 5 or higher, for going on, I think, 56 or 57 months now. So that's where all the business comes from. It's not from hitting SC 100, though if you can hit 20, 30, you're going to accelerate this whole process. It's obviously much harder. You're working with a lot of people, but if you're a good multitasker, you love connecting with people, you can handle more people, by all means, go do it because you're going to hit your goals faster. But it doesn't mean that you have to hit SC 25 in order to hit these goals, okay? SC5 will get you there, but it does take a long time. Totally fine. So hit SC every month. In my opinion, if you miss SC, your business starts over. That's just how it goes. That's not a literal analogy, but your momentum is gone. Your team feels it. They're not going to hit Success Club because they probably know that you didn't. You're not, and you can't expect your team to hit Success Club if you're not. As a leader, you always have to lead from the front. So brings me to number 4. Number 4. There's only 5 points here, guys. Get results, easy, right? Hard, got to commit, but very tangible. Sign up a spouse, done, right? Number 3, hit SC every month. That takes a little bit of learning. Certainly takes consistency, some dedication, some vision, but it's very, very doable. And that's the biggest one, is hitting Success Club every single month out of all these 5. Number 4, learn how to lead, okay? The best way to mentor somebody and lead them is by hitting a goal and then using your personal experience to tell your team how to do it. It's not about John C. Maxwell books. And granted, all these supplemental things help, but you can't just be like, hey, read John Maxwell, you're going to be a great leader, and that'll push you to diamond. What's going to push people to diamond is you doing it first and then helping your team do it as well, okay? That's where so much power comes from. Is the only way the only way I know how to lead is because I've gone through a lot of experiences with getting to where we are, and I talk about those experiences so that our coaches you guys are prepared for those things before you get to them. I want you to learn how to counteract a wall that's going to come up before you get to that wall, so you're like, no big deal, plow through it, okay? Learn how to lead. Showing up 365 days in a row is the best way to lead, because you need to, your coaches should never, ever have to wonder your commitment level. And the best way for them to know that where you're at is to show up every single day in every category, on your social media, in your challenge groups, in your Voxer mentorships, whatever you're doing, show up every single day. That is a huge leadership tool, guys. A lot of these things, when you think of leadership, and I know so many of you Star Diamonds are in this position, it's so hard. Like, how do I mentor somebody to the diamond? Raise your standards. See if your coaches who are saying that they're ready for a challenge are actually up to trying it out. If they're not even willing to try, you got the wrong people. That's fine. Go find your diamonds you will find in your challenge groups, because the people that are crushing your challenge groups are going to be pretty damn good at leading their own challenge groups. Somebody who's damn good at leading their own challenge group has a very high success rate in Beachbody, because that's the job. Get people results. All the rest of the stuff, learning how to build diamonds, all that, that is secondary to getting people results. So if you don't have anybody in your team like this right now, go find who's killing your challenge groups and pour into them. Let them know what they're doing is special. Let them know that they can run a challenge group with you. Let them know that what they're doing already pays them out if they want to be a coach that's building a business. So learn how to lead. If you don't show up 365, you are teaching your coaches the worst thing in the world, which is that it's okay to go away and come back. Never okay in any circumstance. Don't let them know that, because that is going to put them on a path which is not successful. It is mediocrity, and so much of this business rides on your ability to be consistent, that doing that and teaching it to your team that they can go away to is devastating, and you're going to be stuck at a plateau for a very, very long time. So never, ever go away. And then just get 1% better every day. That is the biggest thing of leadership, is troubleshooting. When your coaches have questions, do you know the answer to them? Well, the best way to have the answer for your coaches is to go through these experiences, to learn, to Google that shit, to do all these things for them, so that when they hit the wall and they don't know what to do, you have an immediate, quick answer to get them back on track. That is the best way to lead, is to help your coaches navigate through obstacles that you had to hit face on, right? Make their job easy. So, leadership. Now we have a spouse ready to go. We have people that we're pushing towards diamond, helping hit diamond. And here's number 5. Open your second business center. It is going to help you make triple your money. And I'll explain to you how exactly. So by learning how to lead and having the ability to help someone hit diamonds, you can be a star diamond. Now, if you can help 2 people on opposite legs, 1 and 1, you can be a 2-star diamond, and that's when you go through a qualification period, and that's when you open your second business center. Here's where your spouse first comes in. Let's say you have a diamond on your one leg on your strong leg opposite of your spouse. You now can build your spouse to diamond, which many people have done on here, because they're doing the right thing and taking their business into their own hands, and you can make yourself 2-star diamond. When you go through that, Beachbody says, okay, Steve, you get a second business center, put it anywhere you want. That's when you message me, because that's when I'm going to tell you how to make a shit ton of money. So this is what we're going to do here, people. Okay, this is you. This is, wow, my orientation's backwards. This is your strong leg from your upline coach. So wherever you signed up, if you signed up on the right leg, like I said, your right leg is going to be strong. What they're doing without you is going to build this whole side. Good thing you've already put your spouse here on your other side. You can build them diamond, whatever. When you open your second business center, it is going to be under you, but you will have the ability to put all that volume onto your spouse's weak leg. So now you've been building your spouse. Your first business center is building your spouse's strong leg in the same way that your upline is building your strong leg. And now your second business center is building not just your spouse's weak leg, but yours as well. Meaning that when you have this second business center and you sell a bag of Shakeology, you are going to make a fat commission, you are going to make team cycle bonus, and you are going to make another team cycle bonus, as opposed to signing up a coach and just making a commission. You're making an extra $14 or $18 per bag of Shakeology, okay? You can see how now the next month, when this person here, Brian, right? Brian is a coach in your second business center. When Brian buys his Shakeology, you're going to put volume through your second business center, causing it to cycle, into your spouse's first business center, causing it to cycle, into your first business center, causing it to cycle. okay? Now, every time Brian orders his freaking Shakeology, you're making $54 instead of 14, instead of 18. You're making triple your money on every single bag. This is why 2-star diamond coaches and above are making 6 figures a year. Not all of them, but certainly once you get to that point, building it to 6 figures is remarkably easy because you're making triple on all your efforts. Pretty straightforward, guys. This is why Beachbody coaches make a shit ton of money. This is not easy to get to because it takes 2 years of work. Everybody that gets to this point, this is the finish line, okay? It's not 5-star elite. It's not 15-star. It is 2-star diamond to get your second business center. After that, your business center is freaking cooking. It's rolling, and there's nothing you can do to stop it, which is an amazing problem to have. Not a problem at all, I guess. Amazing situation to be in. This is everything, guys, okay? So this is why I say, I can tell you very honestly, that diamond is the starting point of your business, because without diamond, without being a diamond, first of all, hitting SC every month is going to get you to diamond. So that's why that one is the most important. That is the gears to make this all happen, to keep your recruiting coming in. But your business starts at diamond because for diamond, once you hit diamond, your cycle bonus cap is $2,000 a week. Okay, so you make $100,000 as a diamond. Why don't diamonds make $100,000? Because they don't have that second business center to make them triple their money. 2-star diamonds making 100 grand all freaking day. Okay, I know a lot of 2-star diamonds that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and maybe some of them capping at that because they're making triple on every bag of Shakeology they're selling, on every program, on every freaking anything. Any piece of volume that's coming through this pipeline is going through 3 spots instead of 1. Okay, it is a big, big deal. And a lot of these 5 steps are geared to allow for this. Okay, so diamond is your starting point of your business. Then we're going to stack that. Stack it on both legs to get enough people on both sides to where somebody has a chance of saying, hey, I want to work the business. I'm on your left leg. Let's do this. Boom, got them. Right leg, build your own. I'm saying right or left just as an example. It's different for everybody. And if you don't understand that part, please reach out to me, because that is so critical in knowing where you're going with this. If you build all on one side, you make 0. If you build correctly, you'll make triple. It's a big deal, okay? So from diamond, we go to 2-star, we open that second business center. Now you're making money in your second, your spouse is making money, not doing anything. They're pinched between the 2 accounts, so you're building volume, okay? Big deal. And then it rolls up, and then you're making all that money in your first. So this is how Beachbody coaches make money. After this, after your second business center, it is literally all green pastures. However much money you want to make, however big you want to make your team, however many people you want to help do this to, that's all up to you. You can build this thing as big as you want. Obviously, we have big-ass goals that were not even our goals. And now, just with pushing and hitting Success Club and helping people do this, our goals have become astronomical because we started kind of chiseling away at the smaller goals that we had, hitting them, open that second business center, get that thing to 2-star, open a third business center. Now you're making 4 times. Like, it gets huge, guys, okay? 2-star diamond is the key. And these 5 steps, I'm gonna go over them one more time. They'll get you to your mark. So I don't care, if you guys have aspirations of being in the Million Club, great. That's a realistic aspiration for somebody who's willing to put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this business. If you say that you're going to work full-time in this, you're going to give it your all, you're going to be, long-term vision, baby, and your goal is 50 grand a year, you need to step your freaking goal up, because if you actually do the things that you're saying you're going to, it's going to be way bigger than that, okay? And you can bank on that. But that's the thing. Are you going to get here? Are you going to get to that 2-star diamond? Are you going to make triple your money? It's all up to you. Hitting Success Club, getting people results is the platform to get to this point, okay? The better you do that, the more people will stay, love the products, the more volume is building. All about volume. Some people are going to say yes and not do it. Others are literally feel a fire burning in them right now, and I think that's very appropriate, because you guys need to act on that, use that ambition, and go for it, and you're the ones that are going to get there, okay? I'm not speaking to everybody. I'm only speaking to the people who are actually going to get off their asses and do it. And I'm not being condescending. I'm just trying to draw a line in the sand where all of you know, it doesn't matter who you are, where you came from, anything, what your experience with fitness is, you're either going to be on this line of not showing up, or you're going to be on the other side of the line of actually doing it, never missing Success Club, learning as you go, shooting for bigger goals than diamonds, and being realistic about how much work you're putting into this. Does that match your goals and expectations for yourself? You have those things all in order, and you're going to be a freaking killer beach body coach, and you're going to make a shit ton of money. I can promise you that. So, number one, get results. Cannot pass that if you don't do it. If you haven't gotten results, just find any program that you can go all in with to get results. And I don't care if it's Insanity, if it's 21 Day Fix, if it's Shift Shop, got to get your results. You have to be a walking marketing tool. Otherwise, people will not trust you. They will think that you're selling a product, not delivering a service. And those are way two completely different things. So number two, sign your spouse up right away, immediately, right now. Go do it. If you're not doing that step, and you can, if you have a spouse and you're not doing it, you're not being real with yourself. You're not trying hard. That is the easiest of all the steps, is to sign your spouse up. Do it now. 3, hit Success Club. It becomes hard, or I'm sorry, it becomes easy, but it is hard. It's hard if you're reactive and you're hitting Success Club at the end of the month. It's easy if you have a system that allows you to hit Success Club right away and then focus on your team and your challengers all month long before you have to hit Success Club again. Proactive approach is key. 4, learn how to lead. Go figure that out. Your story of how you lead is what you're writing right now. Your experiences and how you got to Diamond, what was easy, what was hard, what you would advise people to do to stick with it and get it. That's your leadership. That story and experience is what you're going to pass down to your coaches to help them go through that too. That's it. Yes, you can become a better leader. I absolutely would advise you to do that and to go hard into personal development, because you need to be a jack of all trades to be a good leader. You need to learn how to deal with people that have an opposite personality of you. You need to learn how to motivate people without stepping on their toes. You need to learn how to give someone tough love without defeating the work that they have done. All of those things you can learn through personal development. So learn how to lead till you get to 2-star diamond. Open that business center. Place it on your spouse's weak leg, make triple your money. That's it. I'm out. That's all you need to know. If you have questions, leave them. But literally for a lot of you guys, that is the roadmap that you need to do this full time, to travel for work, to work from home, to build a life by design, to have any house you want, to be able to build a bank account for your kid. Any of those goals that you have are in these 5 steps. Promise. See you guys.